Well, welcome back, all of my loyal fans and listeners. And I think I have 5 subscribers on YouTube, actually. And, you know, you guys really are the reason for me keeping on. As the great Joe Dirt said. Well, I figured I'd do a little video and show some of my progress this weekend and kind of fill y'all in on what we got. And not a whole lot's changed on the surface here if you were to step back and, you know, kind of take a gander. But made some good progress and a couple of good changes. And I haven't really screwed anything up the past 2 full days. But that being said, I've only really worked on this thing, you know, a little bit. Well, so first and foremost, my flywheel bolts, as you can see, are either remedied or really screwed. No, we remedied them. I found me a tap and locally at Ace Hardware, and I was able to chase those threads out, like I said in the last video, and blow them out, and then you know, give them a little W40 and blow them out again, and or vice versa, or one of them orders, anywho. And you know, she went in and all the bolts torqued good. So we got 70 foot-pounds on all of them, and my one that was real wallered out ended up tightening up pretty good. And I got my new, I think it's a Super Street McLeod clutch in there. Yeah, here's the box. Super Street, oh, Pro, look at that, the Professional. Super Street Pro. It's a 10.5 inch 26 spline, or a 10 spline, I'm sorry. And I slapped her in there with my resurfaced Fidanza lightweight flywheel and my T45, and it all bolted up good and went right together, no problems. I got a new throwout arm with my weight on it that I showed y'all in the last video. And oh heck, I guess I'm starting a series here. We'll call this part 2, and that was part 1. The video isn't titled part 1, but you know, we'll figure it out. So I got that wrapped up, and then you know, we decided to go ahead and pull the trigger and upgrade, you know, this thing here, which, pardon the mess, I got a barbecue grill in here, jet ski and everything else. Anyway, this thing served me well, but you know, it's little and kind of sucks. So we upgraded and nabbed us one of these bad boys at the China store, Harbor Freight. Man, it is sweet, boys. Let me just tell you, I got some stuff in some of these already, and nice and smooth drawers, and you know, this lid, look at it, it closes all the way down and locks. Got the shocks on her. It's pretty sweet. I was thinking about ripping these U.S. General badges off and putting some snap-on ones on it. That'd be pretty funny. But yeah, man, they're running $60 off the bottom chest right now, and I think I got the whole thing for $8. I think it was $8.08 with tax. And I know I've got worldwide and international subscribers now, so we're in Tennessee. You know, sales tax and all that jazz will differ. So we got that on there, and then I took the car and I said, well, you know, I posted that last video. I said I was going to clean my engine bay up. Let me show you what we did here today. And man, this took about an hour. I borrowed a pressure washer. My dad and my brother came over, and we backed her out and soaked her in a degreaser and scrubbed her down real good and power washed her out. And it didn't do crap. It looked like a sweaty hog under here. And I was real disappointed, and I was in there covered from head to camo crock and you know, just slime, and I had garbage all in the garage because I couldn't push it all the way out because I didn't have my dolly under it. Actually, I opted for my toe strap and my Hoister 900 to, you know, give her one of these and then one of those. And we did her right there. And so we got to looking at this after a while, and I got frustrated and scrubbed on her for a few minutes, and I said, well, you know, I'll get the cheat sauce out. And we sprayed her down with heavy duty, I think it's Easy Off oven cleaner. And by God, she's spotless now. There ain't even a film. Look at all this. You know, I don't know if I highlighted this in my last video, how dirty this area was. I mean, guys, right here, I had 2 exhaust primaries. These back 2 basically had like 1 bolt between the 2 of them that was like halfway in. There was this much of a gap between the header flange and the freaking head, and it was just barfing out unburned gas and stuff. It was a fire hazard. I mean, there was an 1/8 inch of slime all over everything back here. It was really bad. And man, she's like, I've owned this car, I don't know how long. Let's see here, I'm 31 now, and I traded for it when I was 18, so she's 13. I've had her 13 years now, and this is the cleanest this has ever looked under here. And we got a little cancer, but it's pretty structurally sound. It's mostly just surface rust, so I think I'm just gonna grind all that out and then rust prevented primer it, and then I'll either paint it, or I got a buddy that offered to come over and give her a little all over everything, so we'll see about that. He's got some leftover ZR mixed with something else, whatever this paint coat is. So hopefully, you know, I don't know, man. I was kind of just wanting to slap this bad boy together, but by God, as clean as this thing came, we might just make a show car out of this. We'll be at Deadgum. We'll be at SEMA showing off this truck motored garbage box. You can see how bent my core support is. Look at that. In my defense, it was garbage before I got the car, but I did a little number on her one time. So we got that. I just took all my you can see my brake lines that I got tied loose in garbage bags, and I took some duct tape and just, you know, tidied all my plugs up to try to keep them dry. I think we did a pretty good job. That firewall's kind of just stained. You can't, you know, there's nothing on there no more. I mean, it's clean as a whistle, but just the paint's kind of discolored from years of bouncing it off the rev limiter and abuse. So anyway, what else do I got to say? So I guess tonight I'm gonna smack this starter on here and my passenger side header, and then I got to get I'm just going back together with the stock motor mounts for now. One of them was garbage. I put this one on not long ago. It's just an O'Reilly special. The other one, I replaced this one in the car a year or so ago, 2 years maybe. And the driver's side one I thought was fine. It didn't cause any problems. But when I pulled the motor out, that motor mount was junk as well. So she was just clacking around in there all loosey-goosey. The old 2-valve was. So yeah, I'll tidy that up, and then I can smack the K-member on it. And man, I guess we're ready to have a Coyote motor bolted in this thing. I don't want to speak too soon, you know. I'm sure I'll screw something up and it'll cause me a week and $500 worth of headache, but barring any kind of natural disasters or coupe-based stupidity, you know, we might be doing pretty good. I got a bit of a mess in the garage here right now. It's kind of stressing me out. I got control packs sitting around, and I got the whole freaking workbench is just covered in crap. That one over there, and the light doesn't work anymore, and I can't get it to work. I put me a new fixture in here. Let's see if you guys can stare at that real good. Oh man, look at her. Yeah, she's a champ. But anyway, so that's where we are right now. I guess I'll do some videos on this. It's kind of fun, you know. A couple people asked some questions and gave a couple tips to some folks. So we're just using the 4.6 starter. I think I said that right. That's some gun right there. It has about 258,000 miles on it. But by God, she's going in there. And you know, that just bolts into the T45. So I'm gonna use the stock bolts, and I hope it'll go in there. I don't know, it may not. I'll find out in a minute. Anyway, there you go.